Thobela sanibonani, ndimachironi, nzawini, lekhaya. So this is Coach Mogale, and then as I said that I'll be doing more like a bit of maybe book review. So every Mondays I'll be posting one quote from my book, and then we'll be discussing. So the quote that we'll be discussing now, don't mind me, I know it by head, is on page 8, right, on the introduction. And it says, and I quote, "I had to allow myself to make mistakes. I may not have control over everything that happened to me in the past, but I had absolute control of how I responded to them. I had absolute control over how it affected me." And listen very carefully. So you don't have control of what the world does to you, right? Right now, I might just walk and get into an accident when I'm just a passenger in a taxi. I don't have control over that, right? But how I will respond to that will be absolutely my responsibility. For example, wajola, bujolo, unyise. Wait. Mujolo, unyise. Right? And after unyisa, you decide to commit suicide. Right? Instead, I always say pain is a good teacher. Right? Instead, allow and endure the pain while you still have that time to. But be careful not to stay too long. And don't allow people to pity you. Right? Because in pittiness brings comfort. Tomorrow then tomorrow, yeah, they understand, wait. And when I come and tell you the truth, right? But the truth of the matter is, you should not stay too long into that painful experience. So what are you supposed to do? The question may be, right? You need to start questioning yourself. And by questioning, I mean question the right things. So for example, you ask yourself, what is it that I'm supposed to learn from this? I understand this guy on hetile. I understand it was not my fault, or he decided to go out of his way and cheat. But what is it that I must learn from this? How did I not see this coming? Right? Which of the elements that could have maybe led to the cheating? Right? Then you introspect. And if there is anything that leads to you take accountability for. Like, for example, maybe you are just not giving the poor guy time. And that does not mean that what he did is justified. Right? I'm just saying this is you introspecting. At least once a week. Maybe because of that, he needed more of me and I was just not available. Right? So this is you taking accountability now. And then you start to see as well, man, this guy like mufone za answer. Sinengingana, jiki, you know? You take, or you also see. Now going to the next relationship, you know what to avoid. You know, okay, actually, I must give my person nago. At least they give me appreciate, give me you know? Once in a while, girl, baby, don't worry, dinner is on me. But baby, don't worry, dinner is on me. It's in go pitori. But in any case, as I go further, so I challenge you to go and introspect about your past. Right? And as soon as you go and introspect about your past, accept that you couldn't have done anything differently. Life is too short for you to hang on the past. But how did I not see this coming? How stupid was I? Relax. Accept okay, but this is you having a conversation with yourself. I fumbled and now I need to do things differently. What I've learned, or I phone, I will respond the next day. Red flag. I have learned, jiggy abasa offer the good morning like they used to. gona re gona lo mongwe ho etsa good morning e ke bona jiggy I'm no longer going out, we're no longer going out as we used to. Red flag. So now going to the next relationship, you know what not to do. Always learn from the pain and forgive yourself as well. Remember, I may not had absolute control over what happened to me, but I have absolute control over how I respond. You didn't have absolute control. Yeah, this guy vele ka o lahla. Mara na ka ro lahlile, how you respond to it is through indulging in the lessons. Itu don't wanna go high. Hono move on. Cheers. Arokopane every day from 6 to 7 p.m. on Tshwane FM. Like the current affairs. So let's do that. Don't forget that. So after watching this video, Oscar Balmon. Like let this. Utwafel. Tall, dark, and handsome. How I wanna learn. But Mona get his scope. One more. Oh, hensy. Hensy husby. Hensy baby. Oh, hensy. Kezo. I'll see you on next week, Tuesday, if not Monday. Kezo.